At this point, we've taken a look at how to set up a database for a photo sharing application. We've only got users and photos right now. We've at least seen how to set up a relationship between these two tables using foreign keys. We've seen some examples of very simple queries, and we've also seen just a little bit on maintaining data consistency by using those deletion constraints. So we're now going to start to add in a little bit more complexity to our database. I want to add in this new table called comments right here, which is going to definitely have some kind of relation with users and with photos. We're then going to take a look at how to write some very common queries. Queries such as how to get all the different comments that were created by a given user, how to get a photo with all the related comments on it, and so on. So although we've seen some simple queries, those were very simple in nature when it came to the relational data. Our focus here is going to be how to write some more complicated stuff. All right, so to get started, we need to add in this new comments table. Here's the structure of our database right now. You'll notice I've changed this diagram a little bit. We'd refer to this as a schema diagram, and it shows you the structure of our database. So we've got our table of photos and our table of users. Photos has ID, URL, and user ID, and those are the respective types, and users right now just has an ID and a username. So we now need to think about how we're going to store some list of comments in our database as well. And when we do so, we have to relate them to individual photos and to users, because we need to know which comment is intended for which photo and who wrote any given comment. So without a doubt, our comments table is going to need an ID column, just so we can refer to any individual comment. We're then going to need two other columns at least to set up some kind of relationship with photos and users. So I think that this second column right here, maybe we will call it photo ID, and that will be a reference to the ID of the photo that this comment is for. And then very similarly, we can also have a user ID, and that will be a reference to the user who actually created the comment. And then finally, we need some actual text for the comment itself. So we'll call that simply contents. I'll make it of type maybe varchar 240, which means that this contents field right here, the actual text of the comment, can be up to 240 characters. Any longer than that, and we'll throw an error. So I think this is a pretty reasonable structure. All right, let's take a quick pause right here. Rather than writing out the create table statement for this right now, I would kind of like to just reset our database entirely between this video and the next one, so that you and I will have an absolutely identical structure of database and absolutely identical information inside of it as well. So quick pause, we're going to reset our database in the next video and recreate photos and users and create comments for the first time.